Good morning or good evening, depending when you're watching this. This is Pastor Hector Quinones. We are here in lesson number 1 for the advanced level, book number 3, side by side. Well, let's get started. For this chapter, we're going to be talking about the simple present tense. We're going to talk about the present continuous tense, also subject and object pronouns, and we're also going to be discussing possessive adjectives and time expressions. So describing habitual and ongoing activities, telling about likes and dislikes, describing frequency of actions, and telling about personal background and interest. So let's get started. We're going to start with the vocabulary. I am going to say the vocabulary, you're going to repeat it. So repeat after me. Actor. Number 2, dancer. Number 3, driver. Make sure you put your top teeth with your bottom lip. Driver. Number 4, instructor. Number 5, player. Number 6, singer. Number 7, skater. Hold on, no. It is not a skater. No. Mouth closed. Skater. Number 8, skier. Remember, don't add an E sound in the front. Skier. Number 9, swimmer. Number 10, teacher. Number 11, typist. Number 12, violinist. So make sure you practice this vocabulary from page number 1. Let's move on to page number 2. This section is called They Are Busy, but we'll say they're busy because of the contraction. So repeat after me. Am I eating? Is he eating? Is she eating? Is it eating? Are we eating? Are you eating? Are they eating? Repeat after me the answers. Yes, I am. Yes, he is. Yes, she is. Yes, it is. Yes, we are. Yes, you are. Yes, they are. And the contraction choices for the answers. I am eating, or you can say am eating. He is eating, or you can say he's eating. She is eating, or you can say she's eating. It is eating, or you can say it's eating. We are eating, or you can say we're eating. You are eating, or you can say you're eating. They are eating, or you can say they're eating. So let's practice this section. for the conversations. Are you busy? Yes, I am. I'm studying. What are you studying? I'm studying English. So let's do the first example. Is Alan busy? Yes, he is. He is baking. What is he baking? He's baking cookies. Very good. Let's do number 2. Is Doris busy? Yes, she is. She's reading. What's she reading? Or you can say, what is she reading? She's reading the newspaper. Let's do one more, number 3. Are your parents busy? Yes, they are. They're painting. What are they painting? They're painting the kitchen. Milton, would you like to try number 4? Yeah, I'll show you number 4.
Hi, Mr. Quinones. I am driving. I don't have a book here.
Not a problem, Milton. I'll continue. So you're going to apply, thank you, Milton. You're going to apply this format of question and answer to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So please make sure you take a picture. Take a picture with your phone and then answer it using this format. Make sure you write down your answers on your notebook, okay? Let's continue. What are they doing? Repeat after me.
What are you doing?
Do I eat? Do we eat?
Do we eat?
Do you eat?
Do you eat?
Do they eat? Does he eat?
Does he eat?
Does she eat?
Does she eat?
Does it eat?
Does it is it?
And the answers for these questions, if it's yes, you could say, yes, I do.
Yes,
Yes, we do.
yes, we do.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does.
Yes, she does.
Yes, she does.
Yet it does. All right, and now let's look at the answer in complete sentence. I eat. Repeat after me. I eat.
I eat.
We eat. You eat.
You eat.
They eat.
They eat.
He eats.
He eats.
She eats.
He eats.
It eats.
It eats.
All right, so let's look at the example. So we have the questions and we're going to go over the conversation and then we're going to use the exercises. So here we go. Similar to the previous page. Number 1. Well, let me read the example first. What are you doing? Repeat after me. I'm practicing the piano. Do you practice the piano very often? Yes, I do. I practice the piano whenever I can. Now, let's look at example number 1. What's Carol doing?
What's Carol doing?
She's watching the news.
She's watching the news.
Does she watch the news very often?
Does she watch the news very often?
Yes, she does.
Yes, she does.
She watches the news whenever she can.
She watches the news wherever she can.
Very good. Let's do one more. Do two more. We'll do 1, 2, and 3. Number 2. What's Edward doing?
What Andrew doing?
He's swimming.
He's swimming.
Does he swim very often?
Does he swim very often?
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does.
He swims
He swims
whenever he can.
whenever he can.
I will do one more. Number 3. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
I'm studying math.
I'm studying math.
Do you practice? Do you study math very often?
Do you study math very often? Yes.
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
I study math
I study
whenever
math
I can.
whenever I can.
All right, so here are the exercises. Please take a picture. Take a picture of the last few. And then you can answer them on your notebook. Write all of the conversations, okay, for homework. All right, and now we're gonna move to the next. Do you like to ski? Sorry, my apologies. I sneezed. In the United States, when somebody sneezes, achoo, that's a sneeze. It is spelled, let me write it down for you, in case you don't know. It is spelled like this, S-N-E-E-Z-E. Sneeze. If you don't know that word, write it in your on your dictionary, okay? Sneeze. All right, do you like to ski? Repeat after me. We're going to go talk about negatives. Repeat after me. No, I don't.
No, I don't.
No, we don't.
No, we don't.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't.
No, she doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
I'm not. He isn't.
He isn't.
She isn't.
She isn't.
It isn't.
It isn't.
We aren't.
We aren't.
You aren't.
You aren't.
And the last one, they aren't. All right, so let's look at these sentences and see what do we come up with. There you go. We're gonna do the same examples. We're gonna read the exact same way. We're gonna read the example of the conversation and then we're going to answer. So let's look at the example. Do you like to ski? No, I don't.
No,
I'm not a very good skier. Again, no, I don't.
I don't.
I'm not a very good skier. I'm not a very good skier.
Very good skier.
All right, let's do number one. Does Richard like to sing? No, he doesn't. He isn't a very good singer. Or you could say, no, he doesn't. He isn't a good singer. Or a very good singer. Number two. Rafael, you want to try it? Does Brenda like to swim?
Yeah, Mr. Quinones.
Go ahead, Rafael.
I like to swim.
Does Brenda like to swimming?
To swim.
To swim. No, not she doesn't.
Good. No, she doesn't. The second part.
She no.
That's it. That's it. You're good.
She a very good a very good swimmer.
Almost. So you have to say, she isn't.
She isn't. Yeah.
All right. So let me write it here for you. As a practice, so you can see it. Does Brenda like to swim? No. She
isn't.
doesn't.
She isn't to swimmer.
She isn't a very
swimmer.
Good
swimmer.
swimmer. Good.
Okay.
Well done. You want to try number three, Rafael?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Do Mr. and Mrs. Adams like to skate? No, they aren't.
All right, so look at the top over here. You're going to use, we're using the first column. So you're going to say first, no,
They don't.
Okay.
They aren't a very good skater. Skater.
Good. All right, very good. So we already did three. So what happens now is, as a reminder, you take a picture from 4 to 9, take a picture, and you finish the exercises on your notebook. We're going to move to page 5. Page 5 is grade practice. This is practice reading. So I am going to read it, and I want you to practice reading along. So, practice reading along. If you learn some new words, feel free to write them on your dictionary. Don't forget your dictionary. Here we go. Practicing. My sisters, my brother, and I are busy this afternoon. You can read with me. That's okay. That's good. Let's practice together. We're staying after school, and we're practicing different things. I'm practicing soccer. I practice soccer every day after school. My soccer coach tells me I'm an excellent soccer player. And my friends tell me I play soccer better than anyone else in the school. I want to be a professional soccer player when I grow up. That's why I practice every day. Let's continue on with the next one. Remember, read with me, read along, okay? Together. My sister Anita is practicing tennis. She practices
tennis
every day after school. Her tennis coach tells her she's an excellent tennis player. And her friends tell her she plays tennis better than anyone else in the school. Anita wants to be a professional tennis player when she grows up. That's why she practices every day. So at home, you can take this whole paragraph and try to translate it into Spanish. That's a good practice. La hermana de Ana está practicando tenis. Ella juega tenis todos los días. So you try to translate. It's a good practice. We have 2 more. Here we go. My brother Hector is practicing the violin. He practices the violin every day after school. His music teacher tells him he's an excellent violinist. And his friends tell him he plays the violin better than anyone else in the school. Hector wants to be a professional violinist when he grows up. That's why he practices every day. And the last paragraph. My sisters, Jenny and Vanessa, are practicing ballet. They practice ballet every day after school. Their ballet instructor tells them they're excellent ballet dancers. And their friends tell them they dance better than anyone else in school. Jenny and Vanessa want to be professional ballet dancers when they grow up. That's why they practice every day. So make sure you practice this reading. Now we're going to this last section. How often? Repeat after me. I, my, me. He, his, him.
She,
her,
her.
it,
It.
we, our, us,
You, your, you.
you, your, you. The last one. They, their, them.
Them.
So I'll give you an example. If I say, I am eating an apple. That is my apple. That apple belongs to me. She is eating an apple. This is her apple. That apple belongs to
Her.
her. If I say, they are eating apples. These are their apples. These apples belong to
Them.
them. Excellent. So let's look at time expression. You can say every day, week, weekend, month, or year. This is a review. You already know this. You say every morning, afternoon,
every afternoon,
evening,
night.
Okay?
Night.
Every, it means all the time. Every Sunday, Monday,
Tuesday.
Thursday, and it continues. Every Sunday morning, afternoon,
evening,
or night. If you're going to say the month, every January,
February,
March, and so forth. Once a day, once a week, once a month, once a year. Twice a week, so that's 2 times. 3 times. 3 times. So let's look at the exercise. Who are you calling? I'm calling my sister in San Francisco. How often do you call her? I call her every Sunday evening. Let's look at our next example. What are George and Herman talking about? They're talking about their grandchildren. How often do they talk about them? They talk about them all the time. So now, all right, 1 second. I lost the page. All right, so we're gonna finish up with this section and then we're done with this chapter for today. Oh, I skipped the page. That's why.
¿Cómo fue, querido? Dios lo bendiga.
Here we go. So, what's your sister Anita doing? She's practicing tennis. Does she practice very often? Yes, she does. She practices every day after school. Is she a good tennis player? Yes, she is. Her tennis instructor said she's excellent. And her friends tell her she plays tennis better than anyone else in school. So I have 10 sentences. I'm going to read them to you, and you are going to tell me the answer. This is a listening exercise. Here we go. So please answer the question. You're going to say A or B. Here we go. Number 1. What are you doing? I'm practicing football. Number 2, do you watch the news very often? Listen to the question. Do you? Yes, I do. Number 3, are you a good swimmer? Yes.
Yes, I am.
Number 4, what's Kathy reading? She's reading the newspaper. Number 5, who cooks in your family?
Mr. Quiñones, pero ¿de dónde está sacando las preguntas?
Oh, I have them. I have them. It's a listening exercise. You have to listen. You have to listen, and then you find the answer. So look at number 5, Rafael. Who cooks in your family? You have 2 choices. My husband cooks, or my husband is cooking.
Hello?
But the answer to who cooks in your family is my husband cooks. Now, if I said, who is cooking in your family, the answer would be, my husband is cooking. Number 6. Number 6. Do they like to skate? No,
El avanzado.
they
El tercero.
El avanzado.
Number 7. Does your sister want to be a ballet dancer? Yes, when she, the sister, grows up. Number 8. So listen carefully, and then you find the correct answer. Do you and your friends play basketball very often? Listen, you and your friends. Okay, that's together. Yes, we do. Number 9. Are your parents good dancers? Yes, they are. And number 10. What does Peter want to be when he grows up? He wants to be a soccer player. Excellent. Let's clear this up. All right, so we did this already. And take a picture. 1 through 4. 5 through 10. Take another picture. And you can do the exercises for those sections. Good evening. And that leads us to the end of chapter 3, pretty much. How to say it, so repeat after me. Tell me, where are you from? I'm from Madagascar. Oh. That's interesting. So this is sharing opinions, talking about yourself. So repeat after me. Where are you from? Where do you live now? What do you do? Where do you work or study? When you talk about the family, are you married? Are you single? Who are the people in your family? What are their names? Where do they live? What do you like to do in your free time? How often do you watch TV? How often do you listen to music? How often do you go to the movies? How often do you play sports? So at this time, you have your journal. So make sure you take a picture of this and you're going to include this portion on your journal. Write in your journal about yourself, your family, and your interest. Very good. And that leads us to the last page, which is page number 10. Repeat after me. Who are you calling? What are they talking about? Where are you from? What are you doing? Who are you writing to? What are they complaining about? Where are they studying? What are their names? This portion here, you have to learn all of these charts. Every single one, you have to memorize it. So take a picture, study it, review it. And this is the vocabulary for today. Well done, everyone. We are done with chapter 1 for book number 3. Keep studying.